Putin is going desperate, and probably it is his last argument. He already blackmailing the world with this, with the tactical nukes, and it is extremely dangerous.
Oleksiy Honcharenko, Ukrainian MP, we were talking just a moment ago about your perspective on this, and you are very encouraged by what you're seeing on the battlefield.
Yeah, we are very inspired because the Ukrainian counteroffensive, which started on the beginning of September, is very effective, and now we are pushing Russians on several front lines at the same time. And the best news now are from Kherson region. It's in the southern part of Ukraine, where our troops they really made a breakthrough and moving quickly. And there is a danger for Russian forces to be encircled on the right bank of the Dnieper River, and we will see how it will develop. But in any case, we can say that during last more than a month, more than 30 days, every day Ukraine liberates village, town, territory, and altogether we're speaking about already thousands of square miles.
Oleksiy, are we anywhere near a situation where we could start talking about the possibility of Ukraine taking back Crimea? Because that's an enormous importance to Ukrainians. It's of enormous importance to Russians on an emotional level as well as a strategic level. The Black Sea ports, for example. Are we anywhere near that sort of position?
And also it's an enormous importance for the whole world, because that will restore international order finally and international law, because Crimea is Ukraine. I don't want, to look like tomorrow we will do it, the day after tomorrow, but I'm sure that we will do this. I can't tell you when, but we will for sure do this. And also I can tell you that now we have a very unique opportunity, like a window of opportunity. What I mean, in the end of March, if we would have weaponry that we have today, MLRS, howitzers and other stuff, when Russians were disorganized, their blitzkrieg failed, and they were retreating from Kiev and from northern Ukraine, if we would have at the moment with what to purchase them, that could finish everything in spring. Unfortunately, we hadn't. And now there is also a moment, because before these newly mobilized Russian troops would arrive, they will not change the result of the war, but they can prolong the bloodshed. But before they would arrive, I think that two big defeats, for example, liberation of Kherson or something like this, can finish Putin's regime. It can collapse. But for this we need more weaponry now. Long-range missiles and tanks, first of all.
I mean, the tone of great encouragement that you're showing us now, it begs questions about Putin's next move. He sought to annex that territory just a few days ago. There were dark warnings surrounding it, but how he would defend it and to what lengths he would go to defend that territory. And reports now, I think overnight, of a Russian convoy, being seen carrying nuclear equipment. And there's suggestions that would this lead to a nuclear test in the Black Sea or on the land mass. Oleksiy, how far does that really worry you?
We are worried about it, and I can tell you everybody on the planet should be worried about it, because Putin is going desperate, and probably it is his last argument. He already blackmailing the world with this, with the tactical nukes, and it is extremely dangerous, because it's not just about Ukraine. For sure, for me, like Ukrainian, it's the most important, but also it's about the whole planet. Because if he will make a step towards this, it will mean that all policy of non-proliferation of nuclear weaponry in the world would fail, and it would be finished. And in 20 years we will have dozens of countries throughout the whole planet with nukes, because they will understand and realize that is the only way to secure their countries. And in the end we will have a big nuclear war, I don't know, in Asia, in Southern America, in Europe, wherever. So that is so important to prevent it today, and that's why I am speaking about it here on this conference. I address UK because the United Kingdom and the United States and France are three nuclear powers in free world, and also the UK and the USA gave us guarantees in 1994 when Ukraine voluntarily gave up our nuclear weapon arsenal. It was the third biggest in the world at the moment.
Okay, I want to bring in Lucy Fisher at this point, as well as being our chief political commentator. Lucy's a defence journalist and analyst with a great deal of experience. Lucy.
Oleksiy, I've been really struck that this week at the Conservative Party conference it's been quite inward-looking. It's been a lot of infighting and not a lot of talk about the nuclear threat that's growing in Russia. Kadyrov, the Chechen warlord, stalwart Putin foot soldier, urging Putin to use a low-yield tactical nuclear weapon. Are you surprised and are you disappointed you're not hearing more from the UK government warning against Russia doing that?
First of all, I appreciate very much all support we are receiving and UK leadership in this. And what I'm doing here, I just don't want to be disappointed or surprised. I want to fix the situation, and raise this issue in all panels I've been speaking to, in all meetings I met with Foreign Secretary Cleverly, I met with a number of MPs, officials, and with all of them I raised this issue because I think there should be found the solution now. It's not because before it will be too late. And it should be, I think, two ways and two hands. On one hand, it should be a diplomatical thing where China and India would be involved to show Russia that they will also cut with them, that they will be absolute pariah if they would do this. And on the bottom, it's not enough. Because if Putin will be so desperate, he will not bother about this maybe at all. So the second thing should be a clear signal what military response will be if Russia will go this way. And it should not be nuclear, because that will be a complete disaster, but conventional weaponry, for example, to destroy all Russian units on Ukrainian soil. It's absolutely possible for NATO to do without any nukes. But Russia should understand that this will be a suicide.
Okay, Oleksiy Honcharenko, great to have you on the programme again.
Thank you very much.